YouTube, I'm Kirsty, and if you missed 205 Live tonight, I got you. Get ready for a wild ride, my friends. Okay, first, they started with a recap of Gulak retaining his Cruiserweight Championship against Oney Lorcan at SummerSlam. And remember, I couldn't watch it because A, I was on my way home from work, and B, the network was messing up anyway. Well, it turns out Gulak just kind of beast-moded Oney Lorcan for a while. Lorcan got out of the Gulak, came back with a blockbuster and a big forearm. But his downfall was when Gulak gave him a chop to the throat. And that helped him pin Lorcan into the Gulak. Anyway, first match was Gentleman Jack Gallagher with versus Akira Tozawa with the Brian Kendrick ringside. So, of course, there's a handshake because it's Gentleman Jack. They both do some holds. Tozawa gets Jack in the corner on his back, and he starts to jump on him, but Gentleman Jack, kicks his feet out, and Tozawa, hits his head on the post. I don't think this was supposed to happen because you can tell he's dazed. He almost didn't get back in the ring during the 10 count, but the ref actually, took care of him, put his gloves on and, messed with his forehead. Not really tape, but I think, the glue or something, because it was bleeding. Tozawa, after the ref lets them fight again, Tozawa comes back with some elbows. Gallagher goes back with holds. Akira does the scissor head flip thing and the magic wizard. Then goes to turnbuckle and jumps, but Jack moves out of the way. Tozawa goes for a submission, but Jack gets out and rolls to the apron. One swift kick by Tozawa sends him to ringside. Tozawa flies. They both come back in the ring. Tozawa does a missile drop kick, and then Gallagher returns the drop kick. Tozawa goes to the top turnbuckle for a senton on Gentleman Jack. There's a cover, but Jack's foot hits the rope. Only the ref doesn't see this. And at the same time, the Brian Kendrick is on ringside, and he's, super excited, and he's like, yeah. And I think he also hit the rope that helped loosen it from Gentleman Jack's grasp. So this will probably come up later. But Akira Tozawa won. For now. There is a backstage segment of Oney Lorcan saying Gulak took the easy way out at SummerSlam with a throat punch, but their fight isn't over yet. In fact, tonight, they're having a rematch for the Cruiserweight Championship. It's the main event of 205 Live. So stay tuned. Then there's a 6-man tag match. And while Humberto Carrillo is coming to the ring, they say that his tag team partners are Lince Dorado and Kalisto from Lucha House Party. It was actually supposed to be all of the Lucha House Party, but then they showed a backstage segment where Humberto was screaming, and first, who came? Was it a ref or was it William Regal? I don't remember. I think it was William Regal, actually. Wait, no, he's NXT. Who's 205? Drake Maverick. Duh, Kirsty. Anyway, Drake Maverick, I believe it was him that comes up, and it doesn't matter. Gran Metalik is laying on the ground, and so then Lince and Kalisto run over, and they're like, what happened? You're just standing here over him. Did you do something? And Humberto's like, no, I just found him like this. I was the one calling for help. And if you remember last week on 205, the Lucha House Party was saying that Humberto isn't really a luchador because he doesn't wear a mask. He just likes to say he's a luchador, but he doesn't practice it. So there's already some beef between them stirring up. And now they have to be tag team partners for a 6-man tag match against Arya Daivari and the Singh brothers. So this will come into play, guys. Stay tuned for the tea. Humberto does well against Arya and Sunil. Then he tags Lindsay, who works him as well. Kalisto, they do a thing where Kalisto stands on Lindsay's shoulders and just kind of drops on Sunil, and then Dorado splashes him immediately afterwards. Humberto does the flip and the cover, but he had tagged himself in because they aren't tagging him. The ref didn't see the tag, and yeah, there was some drama, and this kind of continues through a whole match. They don't want to tag Carrillo, so when he gets in, he has to tag himself in. The ref did not allow his pinfall since the ref didn't see him tag himself in. So Kalisto goes back in and holds Sunil's hand as he walks on top of the ring. Then he kicks Samir, who's just hanging out on the apron. Sunil yanks Lindsay, it's Kalisto, sorry. Yanks Kalisto down, so Kalisto hits his back on the ropes and then flops over. And then punches Dorado, who's on the apron, in the other corner. There's a tag to Arya, but the ref didn't see it, so he has to go back and tag again. Arya does a backbreaker to Kalisto and a spine buster. Tag to Samir, who puts Kalisto in some holds, and then tags Sunil, but Kalisto kicks them both in the face. Samir runs ringside when he gets kicked in the face, runs around, and pulls down Lindsay Dorado when Kalisto just gets to his corner. So he has no choice but to tag Humberto. Sorry, I lost my place. Okay, he gives, Carrillo gives Sunil a moonsault. Daivari breaks the cover. Kalisto does the Disol. I missed the first word, I'm so sorry. To Daivari. The Singh brothers double super kick to him. Lindsay and Carrillo do a double super kick back to the Singh brothers. They both roll out ringside. So Lindsay and Carrillo, they kind of stand there at the ropes and look at each other for a second before deciding, okay, we're cool. And they fly through. Daivari angrily leaves the entire match, walks up the ramp. Why? IDK. He's crazy. Carrillo does, back in the ring, Carrillo does a missile drop kick, goes to the turnbuckle, but Lindsay Dorado tags himself in. But Carrillo still leaps, flips, does a cover, but it doesn't count because Lindsay's the legal man. So Lindsay climbs up the same turnbuckle, does a shooting star press. That one worked. Cover for 3. Lucha House Party and Humberto win. At the end, they kind of give each other fist bumps instead of handshakes. It's really weird. So I think there's still beef there, to be honest. Backstage thing where Gulak says he'll dismantle everyone. He is the law. And a backstage thing with promo with Tony Nese, who says he's learning from his mistakes and he will win back his championship. Now we have our main event. It's a rematch of SummerSlam. Oney Lorcan versus Drew Gulak for the Cruiserweight Championship. Lorcan comes in hot. He's punching, kicking. He does the half and half, and Gulak rolls ringside. Lorcan does a big flip on him from the turnbuckle. They go back in the ring, and Gulak goes to the turnbuckle, but Lauren... Why can I not speak? Because it's after midnight. And it's storming. That has nothing to do with nothing. Except I can't shower because lightning. You're not supposed to shower during a storm, so I'm a little upset, but I'll just do it in the morning. It's not a huge deal. You guys can't smell me. It's fine. I'm kidding. I shower a lot. Okay, Lorcan meets him at the turnbuckle, and Gulak elbows him to ringside. Meets him on ringside, hits Lorcan's throat on the announce table. Gulak drops him on the apron. Lorcan makes it in ring for some chops and a suplex, which Lorcan kicks out of. Gulak stands on Lorcan's throat and then bounces his throat on the apron. Gulak does a jumping clothesline, but Lorcan kicks out. Lorcan powers out of his submission and gives Gulak an uppercut and a clothesline. Gulak goes for a cyclone crash, but Lorcan avoids it. So Gulak clotheslines him. puts Lorcan on the turnbuckle, but Lorcan, goes down in between his legs and half and halves Gulak from the top rope. There's a cover, but Gulak's foot hits the rope. He rolls out, and Lorcan starts. He's got his anger and his energy and his momentum. So he starts slamming him on the barricades, the announce table, and the steel stairs. Gulak is getting beat up, guys. They go back in ring. Lorcan gives him some chops, but Gulak keeps kicking out of everything Lorcan gives him. Finally, Drew gets Lorcan in the Gulak. Now, Lorcan is struggling. He sees the ring. He's going for it. He's clawing for it. Then he falls unconscious. So Drew Gulak retains. And that was 205 Live. It was actually it's always pretty dope, but tonight especially, there was an injury, and there was drama. It was beautiful. That's why I stayed up so late instead of pausing it halfway through and saying, oh, I'll just finish it tomorrow. No, ladies and gentlemen, I powered through because it was really good. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If I don't annoy you too much, feel free to subscribe. Thank you so much if you are subscribing. Seriously, it means the world to me. Podcast with Oz Banks, Beyond Serious, Not Safe for Work, Twitter, always _KIRSTIE. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Big Brother and hopefully NXT and NXT UK.